Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot and Astrology. This reading is for kind of Monday, June 10th, although it will probably last longer than that because Mars is squaring Pluto exactly tomorrow. And let me show you the chart here. We've got Mars has just entered Taurus. Mars does not particularly like to be in Taurus because Mars is action and fire and desire and movement, and Taurus is an earth sign ruled by Venus, and it kind of slows him down a bit. You know, Venus is like, Taurus is a sign of let's smell the roses, let's, eat some chocolate and watch Netflix and, go soak up the sun and smell some flowers, and Mars wants to go, go, go. And he can't move very quickly in Taurus. And so he is in a very difficult aspect right now called a square to Pluto, the god of the underworld, who is at 1 degree of Aquarius and going retrograde, moving back into Capricorn in September. So Mars, our desires, our feeling like we want to move forward is being slowed down and also challenged by the god of the underworld, which is kind of, I feel like it's making us take a look back in the past and perhaps even think of those loved ones who have left us. And that reminds me, I was going to start off with a very short poem here. It's very short. It's one of mine, and I wrote this after my husband died. It's called Real Phantom. You were the most real phantom of all, the truest ghost. I know you are here because your jackets are still hanging in my heart. So I think Pluto is going to, for me anyway, bringing up a lot about people loved ones who've gone on before me. And Pluto, of course, rules death, transformation, and rebirth. So we have this square here. And then Pluto is in good aspect, a trine, to Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter's the higher mind and expansion and possibilities, and he's in Gemini, as is the Sun, Venus, and Mercury. They're all in Gemini. So again, Pluto and Jupiter, the god of the underworld and the sky god, are in good connection. So this is positive. And what does that do for us? Well, I think it gives us the ability to have a bigger picture of what's transpiring, and if we're having to let go of something or we've had to let go of something, it's giving us a little bit of a bigger picture and a feeling of a little bit more freedom about our loss. But then we have the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all conjunct here in Gemini, and they're squaring Saturn in Pisces. So we have possibilities here, like Mercury in Gemini is like, wow, I can do anything. And the Sun's like, yeah, we can do anything. And Venus is saying, I can, have any romance I want. I can love anyone I want, and they're going to love me. And then they're squaring Saturn, who is reality, who's saying, not so fast. We have to think about responsibility and limitations and restrictions, slow down. So everyone's kind of being slowed down. All the personal planets are being slowed down right now. It's kind of like our feet are chained to a rock or something. We're dragging a rock behind us. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you that. At least we're spreading out a little more. Remember, for a while, everything was in Aries and Taurus with just Saturn and Neptune and Pisces, and now we've got this airy Gemini energy, which kind of can cause a bit of indecisiveness. In fact, I pulled these cards last night. I was going to post last night. Then I was too tired. So then tonight I thought, should I draw new cards? Because every moment is a different moment. But I kind of liked the reading I already had. Well, I ended up putting them back and drawing them. Then I drew 4 shadow cards from this deck. And then I ended up putting the 4 out that I had last. I can't make up my mind. Gemini is just messing with me. So I hope I didn't do the wrong thing, but we shall see what we shall see. I know one thing. This card came out like 4 times, so this one's supposed to be here. So did this one. So did this one. So anyway. All right, so this is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck from 3 Trees Tarot. And the first card I drew is the Lovers. which is the card for Gemini. Pardon my voice, I have terrible allergies. It's just dreadful here. We've had so much rain and so many storms, and the house nearly got hit by lightning twice last night. It scared the bejesus out of me. Pardon me if that offends anyone, but it really did. And I'm normally not scared during storms, but that was really, oh my God. It was like 2 feet over my house. I'm not kidding. Anyway, this is about having to make a choice. And Gemini is all about choices. And we have all of those planets, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury in Gemini. So we are making choices. But it's difficult for us because we're being slowed down. Okay? And this could be a really important choice right here. It could be a bunch of little choices and then one major choice. And then I got the Seven of Cups, which is, in a sense, another choice card. This is the card of, what do I want? Ooh, do I want fire or honey or the sun or a pearl or a snake? This is about having choices, but it's also knowing that some of them are illusions, and don't get caught up in fairy tale thinking. So don't get, keep your feet on the ground and don't go hog wild with your imagining. I mean, it's great to imagine, but just try to keep it a little bit grounded. Okay, and then I get the King of Swords. Ooh, now who's talking? Something always makes a noise here. The King of Swords, which is telling me that when we do, as we're thinking about our choices, we need to remember something, and that is that we need to be choosing from our place of highest authority and integrity and morality. Okay, so don't forget that, because these choices are important. They're going to have many reverberations. So choose from a place of power, but not like personal power. Choose from a place of integrity, what you think is right, not necessarily just what you want. Okay. And then I get the Knight of Wands, and I thought this reminds me of Mars in Taurus squaring Pluto, because the Knight of Wands is usually charging ahead, but look at him. He looks like he's not frightened exactly, but he's moving very carefully, and his wand has dropped, and there's a bee in front of him, and he's in a dark forest. So this tells me that we're going to be moving a little bit slowly and carefully. And I think that's true with Mars in Taurus. He can't move fast in Taurus. And scoring Pluto like that, there's something from the past relationship, something from the past that's coming up that's very challenging right now. But then these cards were like, okay, I'm like, what? The Six of Wands. This is the victory card. Well, this is good. And Mars is in a difficult aspect to Pluto, but he's in a good aspect to Jupiter, who's also in a good aspect to Pluto. So I feel like Jupiter is reaching a hand out to Mars and saying, I just got out of Taurus. I'm in Gemini. I have more options now. I'm going to help you. So I think that we can achieve some victory at this time, especially if we're brave and if we stick to our integrity and we don't get caught up in dream thinking. If your dreams don't work out at this time, don't worry. They will. They just might not right now. And then I get the Ten of Pentacles. I'm like, really? I wasn't expecting this, to be honest with you, because this is the card of having it all, and it's grounded and it's real, and it's right underneath the Seven of Cups, which is the illusion card. And Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces is nothing if not illusion. But it's also the last degree of the zodiac, and it can manifest. It's just you have to be careful. So we do have the possibility of manifesting something, but this feels like it's telling me again to keep your feet on the ground and don't get carried away. Don't get carried away by so many choices and think you can do everything. You've got to be grounded. Put your family first. Put your family first. And if your family's just you, okay, put yourself first. And then this is really interesting. Okay. Then I get the five. Here's more pentacles. We get a lot of pentacle energy, which is interesting. But we do still have Jupiter and Uranus are both still in, no, Jupiter's in Gemini, sorry. I keep thinking it's in Taurus, it's not. Mars and Uranus are in Taurus right now, so we do have 2 planets in Taurus, so we have some Earth. Here's the Five of Pentacles. Now this is the going it alone card. And I will show you why I'm not sure tonight if it means to actually go it alone. I think you are going it alone right now, and you're feeling it. I don't think it's telling you to continue to go it alone, and here's why. Because the next card is the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration and working with others. Or maybe it's talking about boundaries, and it's saying, you know, work with others, but don't let go of your own, well, your own integrity, you know. Maybe that's why maybe this goes with this one. It is under it after all. Maybe this is saying stick to what you know is right for you. Okay, it may not feel cozy and there's nobody to hold your hand and say, yeah, you're doing the right thing. But you stick to what works for you, what's in your integrity, and have your own boundaries. Even though you're going to be asked to work with others. You can't do this by yourself. And others may need your help and you may need their help. And then I asked for an overall energy card, and I don't know why I used this shadow deck. First I had a different deck and I got the Three of Pentacles, and then I drew this one. And it's also the Three of Pentacles. So clearly it's meant to be the Three of Pentacles, which is what I just put down right here, the Three of Pentacles. So it's not only a good thing for us to work with others, it can also be a shadow. So since we got the Five of Pentacles and the Three, I'm thinking, yes, work with others, but don't let them tell you what to do if you know it's the wrong thing to do. So it could be a little bit of struggle here in working with others, where they have one idea and you have another. So you got to stick to your morals, stick to what you know is right, even though you do need their help, okay? Then I drew 4 shadow cards from this deck, and then I pulled out the 4 from last night. So I get the Page of Cups, a tender emotion, the beginning of an emotional adventure. Okay, there's the moon just before it goes dark, and we're just coming off a new moon. Okay, a new emotional energy. And then I get the Page of Pentacles, which is a new action. So you're taking this emotional step and you're making it real. You're starting something new that's very emotional for you. And remember, these are shadow cards, so I don't think this means they're bad. I just think it means this could be subconscious, it could be difficult. And then I get the Eight of Cups, which is walking away and letting go. 4 remain, 4 have to be turned upside down. You've got to let go of something. With Pluto in the mix, I'm not surprised. Okay, so our challenge here, these cards are more like a challenge than a shadow. It's like, yeah, you got to walk away from something. Something has ended with this Pluto energy. And then I got the Five of Pentacles again. Again, this is the going it alone card. You feel very lonely right now. You feel very alone. I just think these cards are gorgeous. I know they're dark, they're not for everyone, but I think they're gorgeous. They make no sense, but I love them. So yeah, there's something here about, you know, you're lonely, but you got to be alone a little bit longer. Okay, then I'm going to show you the 4. These are truly shadow cards, okay? And the first one is the Eight of Swords. This is the, oh no, you know, I'm trapped and I don't know which way to go. This goes along with Gemini and the choices and the lovers and making decisions, and the Seven of Cups and what do I want. This is having to choose something. And then I got the Emperor as a shadow card, which tells me that we're trying to have too much control, because you're not going to have total control right now. Not with Mars aspecting Jupiter and Pluto. They are stronger than he is. Our will is not the strongest thing in the room right now. Divine will is, or whatever you want to call it. The past, the outer planets. So don't try to grab the reins, because you probably can't. We also get the Knight of Swords as shadow energy, and he's about mental movement. And so we got the King of Swords as a positive card, but the Knight of Swords as a shadow card. So although you need to be in your integrity, watch out for thinking that you're right and everybody else is wrong. Again, keep to your boundaries. If it's right for you, you'll know it. But watch out for that feeling of thinking you know everything, because you don't. And also, it's telling me that, again, the Knight of Swords likes to dash in quickly. You can't. This is going to go, we're in a little bit of slow energy again. I feel like we just got out of it, and now here we are again. Things are moving, but slowly. They are moving, though. And then we get the Magician as a shadow card. I don't know why he looks so, like, he looks to me like a guy who thinks he's, you know, the magician, and he's holding a dead stick and a firecracker or something. He's like, you know, boom, and then it's over. This is, again, not trying to have too much control, because you think you can manifest what you want at this time, but with Mars squaring Pluto, you can't. You're going to have to kind of just, I was going to say roll over and play dead. I don't know where that came from. But you're going to have to just kind of let things, you know, hold on to your integrity, but let things go the way they're going to go for a while, because it looks like we don't have too much. We have choices to make, but they're tricky. They're tricky. And the best I can do is just say to stay in your integrity. Don't get angry. Don't get frustrated if you can help it. And if people offer to help you, be careful and keep to your own boundaries. But it's a good time to enjoy other people and to let them help you and to help others. Okay, I hope this made some sense. Oh, you know what? Let me draw just, I don't know, I've probably drawn enough cards, to be honest with you. I'm just going to draw one oracle card, just one. Unfinished Symphony. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Some things may feel over with that Pluto energy, but overall, you're not done yet. Okay. Well, now I want to draw another one. Just one more, she keeps saying. Just one more. Treasure Island. There is a treasure, but again, I feel like it's slow in coming. I feel like this is Neptune in Pisces. It's like, yeah, I'm at the last degree, and then, of course, he's going to go retrograde, so I forget when he goes into Aries. What did I say? I'll have to look that up. I'm sorry, I've forgotten. Something to look forward to, and this is the Six of Wands. Yeah, there is something good ahead. It's just going to be a little bit of a challenge to get there, okay? All right. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm just curious. I'm taking a poll. If you know where your Mercury is, if your Mercury is in an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, are you indecisive? I just, if you know that, if you know where your Mercury is, let me know if you're indecisive or not. And if you don't know where your Mercury is, leave me your birth date, you know, with the year and the month, date, and year. I can look it up and tell you where your Mercury is, because my Mercury is in an air sign. It's in Aquarius, and I am so indecisive. And I'm just wondering if all people with their Mercuries in air signs are indecisive or not. Anyway, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And one of these nights I'll do a sign-by-sign reading, but I was too tired tonight. So anyway, thank you so much. Please leave me a comment. Blessings. Good night.